Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. And once you're done doing that, make sure you head over to, wrong way, Joe's channel at the Beer Patrol. I was so confident I had it right. And if you don't already watch him, I don't know what's wrong with you. But if you don't, make sure you check him out. What's going on, Joe?
Kyle, it's been too long, buddy. Way too long.
Yo, it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. But we're going to change that today, both on your channel and then mine right after this. But they're going to see this later. So I don't know.
It's so weird. We're filming this before we do a live stream on Joe's channel. And so you'll have seen Joe's channel's live stream before this. But anyway, let's just get into it, Joe. I'm pumped. So we're doing an Ommegang Witte. Roughly, when was the last time you had this beer?
Oh, long time.
Right?
Long
yeah,
time.
same. I love this beer. And yeah, it's been way too long. Wait, do we have the same glass too?
Oh, do we?
We might.
We might have the same kind of glass
Yeah.
From Ommegang, but I don't know if it's the exact same glass. Wow, mine's a very foamy. Yeah, I think we might. No, just slightly different.
Just slightly different. It's too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, super foamy. I was at the brewery and they told me one time, they're like, yeah, beer mosa with these. And I'm like, oh, and then we went home and made a beer mosa, and yes. But anyway, love this beer, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
So it looks two different colors, based on our lighting and cameras and everything. Which one would you say?
More like yours, I think. A little
right?
bit more like yours. Yeah.
Yeah. Although the head's not quite as paper white as that mine looks, but the liquid does.
No, I think my head's more appropriate and your body is more appropriate.
That's true. That is 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Let's get the aroma, man.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's a typical Belgian style wit beer.
Yeah.
It's orange peel, it's coriander, the Belgian yeast screaming, that weedy kind of just, it feels like off of the aroma, it's going to be soft. You know what I mean? It's going to have that mouthfeel that you're just going to be like, yeah. No, this is appropriate style.
Yeah. Also, it's super weird because I keep looking at you on camera, but it looks like I'm looking away from you. But I am looking at Joe.
You are looking away. Now he's looking away. He doesn't want to see this.
How could my eye is drawn to your beautiful face, Joe? And
absolutely lies. Nothing but lies.
Anything else about the aroma? Or
I mean, here's the thing. If anybody out there has ever had a Belgian wit beer, an authentic one, or one brewed in America, local, whatever, this smells it to a T. Like, if I was doing this blind, I would 100% call out a Belgian wit beer without question. It has all the characters.
Yeah. I agree everything with you that you said. A little bit of bubble gum. That's the only other thing I have on that. Like, you literally like boom, 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 everything. 100% agree.
Bubblegum's one of those things, and it goes back to Treehouse, where a lot of people for many years we get that from the yeast. I always get like a confectionery like vanilla thing a lot of times, which it's kind of in that realm, right? Like sweeter, and bubblegum definitely in the yeast for Belgian beers, 100%.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Maybe a little bit of like outside of the orange, maybe a little lemon, like just citrus heavy.
I could see lemon, and more zesty than like the juice of a lemon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just like they're using orange peel as opposed to like, it's not like you're smelling orange juice in this.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
It smells refreshing. Like, it smells like we should be drinking this like in the middle of like June or July as opposed to dead middle of winter. So
facts. Let's get into the taste, Joe.
All right. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for having me on the channel. And
too long.
Yeah, we need to do this more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't ask you. Do you know how old your can is? I mean, it should be. You should have a Best Buy. I have a Best Buy of May 30th of 2024. However, it was canned on August 30th of 2023.
Best Buy, August 2024. And it looks like it was canned in November of 23.
So yours is a bit fresher,
yeah.
It sounds like they're hard, right? What's that?
You said the softness in the aroma, and it's got huge flavor, 5.2% ABV. It's soft. It's so good.
Shout out to Sierra Hotel. Him and I, talk on Instagram quite a bit, but he likes to use your phrase paint by numbers when it comes to like, you'll say that a lot when it comes to like New England IPAs or double IPAs, right? You're like, this is a paint by numbers Belgian wit beer, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's stylistically to a T, like kind of what you want out of it. You know what I mean? And that's the easiest way to describe this. Like I mean, we're reviewing it, so we're going to jump into more tasting notes, but it's just like, it's simplistic, but extremely well done.
Yes, no, 100%. And yeah, you were talking about that orange peel and stuff before. So people who don't know, it is adjuncted, I guess is the right word to say, right? With orange peel and coriander. If you're like watching this, you don't really know anything about this beer. I'll read the back just since we've already kind of given some thoughts. Is there anything?
Did we mention 5.2%? Probably, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, I just mentioned it that like it's got that big feel. Anyway, this traditional Belgian style white ale refreshes the body and illuminates the spirit. Brewed with malted and unmalted wheat and spices. Spiced with coriander and orange peel. Witte pours hazy, smooth, and flavorful with aromas of citrus and clove. It shines brightly alongside lighter fare. Santé. Yeah, so we definitely agree about that citrus note. That's interesting about the clove.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I mean, that's where like a lot of the European wheat beers can like jump from what like a lot of times in a German Hefeweizen you get the banana clove right from the esters and the phenols. In this, it's more because of the orange peel and the coriander, but also from the yeast. But like they can jump from one to the other. You can sometimes get bubblegum in the German beer. Sometimes you get the little bit of the clove and maybe even banana in some of the Belgians. But I don't really get clove in this, I'd say, per se. Yeah. Like it's more coriander than anything.
I had a St. Bernardus triple, however you want to pronounce it, recently, and that video will post before this one, so people have seen it. But that night before I did the review is when I did with Chad. And I had Indian food, and like they put whole cloves and things in it. So like clove was very much on my palate. That beer had cloves for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one I wouldn't go cloves.
A little bit of like peppery, like if you've ever had like a Belgian saison that has a like peppery kind of feeling to it. That's here in addition to coriander, I feel.
I'd say this brewery is good about when because their core beers, they do put stuff in them, and it like accentuates what's already there. I would argue the Three Philosophers, the lambic complements what's there. It doesn't accentuate what's there. But a beer like this, it's just amping up flavors that are already present, you know? And I think they do a really good job with it, really nice job with it.
Yeah, I think Ommegang's one of, I mean, I hold them next to like Allagash as far as like Belgian style beers brewed by American breweries. Maybe they're not totally authentic, which is fine, but they're in that realm, right? Like some of them are authentic and feel authentic, but like more often than not, the Belgian Witte beers do have orange peel and coriander, like the vast majority of them. So I think that's kind of like appropriate for the style. What I'll say about this is Ommegang, as far as their core range goes, which this is a part of, they always do a good job with it. Whether it's Three Philosophers, the Abbey Ale, Hennepin, like their Belgian style beers, their old school core range is usually pretty fantastic.
I love them. And every time I go, it's been a bit since I've been in the brewery, but every time I went to breweries, probably at least half a dozen times, it's like, I'm going to do a tasting. I know what these beers taste like, but I'm still going to do a tasting, do a little bit of each, you know, and it's just, you're right, because their core lineup is just so stellar. I know they're branching out, doing other stuff, and I mean, good on them. And I know, you got to keep the lights on, but man, that core, so good.
I mean, dude, going to the brewery and running the gamut of like all of their like core, even the old school seasonal is probably a good time. Yeah, you got to keep the lights on, like you said. Like a lot of people get upset when like old school breweries like this start pumping out like, oh, why did Ommegang do a hazy IPA? Because that's the rage nowadays. I don't blame them. Yeah. But if I'm going to Ommegang, I'm going for something like this.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up, man?
You don't rate on your channel, so I won't. But this would get a pretty nice score.
We can. I don't. I'm cool, man. This is a little amalgamation.
That's right. I would give this like
the two channels. I don't care.
I like a high 4, low 4, 2.5. Like I'd give this like a 4.1, 4.15. I think stylistically this is much higher. Personal preference. Belgian Witte beers like aren't my favorite, but I do enjoy well-made ones like Allagash, White, and this for as far as American breweries. Like they're top notch, and like price point for these are just
awesome.
Like you're not going to a $20 a 4-pack. That's not happening. You know what I mean? Like at all.
Yeah, I made a mistake when I bought that St. Bernardus. I just bought one, and after I'm like, why didn't I buy a 4-pack of it? I did not make the mistake this time with this one. I bought a 4-pack straight up. I'm like, I don't need a single can of this. I want all 4 of them for sure.
And the wife will have some, right? You said she.
My wife really likes this, and
makes sense.
And I think, like honestly, I don't know if we'll do it tomorrow, but I bet there's a beer mosa in our future where we use this. It's a good beer for it.
Oh, 100%. Like, yeah. I mean, you could really, any kind of like, honestly, fruit juice added to this that like is more in the citrus realm or even like a lighter stone fruit. Like, good times. Good times. Yeah, a little bit foamy. I mean, so's mine. So at least I know that I'm not alone. Like, I was like,
I mean, it should be foamy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else? We thought this was going to go 40, 45 minutes. So we're only around 10 minutes, but
mostly because of me. You do a great job on your channel, which you're like you range from like 4-minute reviews. You can do like 12-minute reviews, but usually you're in that that pocket of like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm in that pocket of like 10, 11 minutes. Like I talk more. I'm very redundant. I bring channels down. I'm sorry, Kyle. That's what I do.
Ridiculous. The masses love what you do, so it's all good, brother.
The masses are probably not smart like me, then I guess.
Absolutely ridiculous. One more time, people watching. If you do not already watch Joe, I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you're one of those people, fix that mistake. Check him out. I'll definitely at him and stuff, so it'll be easy to get to his channel. And
how about the ads,
if you haven't watched it,
how about the ads? We did the ads. Last time we did it, there was no ads when we did like they added ads in like the last year, like where you could add like channels, which is cool. Some breweries have actually popped in and watched the reviews if you add them on here, which is otherwise they wouldn't.
I should be. You know what? I should be. Well, this might be better live stream talk, but yes, I should be better at adding the breweries also. My one is like I always point to the notification bell. I can't wait till YouTube changes that location, so there's just all these videos of me pointing the wrong spot.
Guys, down in the description. Next time there's going to be no description.
That's like on the side of the video or whatever. But yeah, all right. So yeah, make sure you definitely check him out again. I'll make it real easy to do in the description box below. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, cheers, Joe.
And bye, everyone. Cheers.